Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has been having a bad week, and it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. The company continues to take fire from all sides because of the way it allowed personal data on more than 50 million users to be misused by a firm called Cambridge Analytica. Facebook has shut down the specific method used in that case, an app that hoovered up not just the data of those who signed up for it, but also personal information shared by any of their friends. But the incident has touched off a debate over the social network's privacy protections that has reached as far as Washington, D.C., and the EU. On Wednesday, Facebook tried to show that it is listening to its critics by updating its privacy settings to make it easier for users to find out what they're sharing and with whom, and then to change those settings if necessary. Of course, as more than one longtime Facebook watcher pointed out, the company has done this on multiple occasions whenever it has run afoul of privacy rules, and not much seems to change. Tim Wu, a Columbia law professor and former policy advisor to the Federal Trade Commission, has noted that, in the consent decree Facebook signed with the regulator in 2011, the company agreed to take better care of its users' data. In case you missed it, Facebook under fire following data breach reports. Great. Also, Facebook has made 100,000 previous changes to its privacy settings to make them better for users. https://t.co/ITSLDM3W4C. Shira Avid, at Shira Avid, March 28, 2018. Congress has asked Zuckerberg to appear before a hearing on the incident, and according to reports by CNN and others, the Facebook co-founder plans to show up, unlike the last hearings Facebook was called to attend, when the Senate and House Intelligence Committees questioned the social network as well as Google and Twitter about whether Russian trolls used their platforms to influence the 2016 election. Zuckerberg didn't appear at those hearings. Instead, he sent his legal counsel, as did both Google and Twitter. This time, Congress has made it clear they want to hear from the man himself, not one of his deputies. The United Kingdom, however, may have to make do with a stand-in. Legislators in Britain have also asked Zuckerberg to appear before them to answer questions about Cambridge Analytica's usage of Facebook data, but sources close to the company told Reuters the co-founder and CEO won't be attending. Meanwhile, the turmoil caused by the Cambridge revelations continues. Facebook said on Tuesday it has delayed plans to launch a smart assistant-style device similar to Google Home or Amazon Echo, concerned that people might not react well to a Facebook-branded always-on listening device. Rated, the Facebook Armageddon. Here's more on the fallout from the social network's data debacle. Questions from India. In addition to criticism from Washington and the UK, Facebook is also getting grilled by legislators in India, according to BuzzFeed. They want to know whether companies like Cambridge Analytica have used Facebook data to try to influence elections in India, and they've issued the social network an official notice asking how it plans to keep its platform from being exploited in that way. India has several state elections happening this year and national elections next year. Playboy exits, while hashtags like some corporations, however, have deleted their pages, including Tesla and SpaceX, both owned by billionaire Elon Musk. And on Wednesday, Playboy magazine said it was leaving Facebook because of the data leak, but also because the company's policies are sexually repressive. Stock collapse. There may not have been a mass exodus of Facebook users so far, but the same is not true for investors. Some shareholders of the company appear to be worried the backlash could impact Facebook financially, especially if there are more regulations coming that might restrict what it can and can't do with its users' data, as there are in Europe. Facebook's share price has fallen by more than $32 in the past 5 days, which has shrunk the company's market cap by almost $100 billion. 2. FT. The Trump campaign wasn't the only outfit that used Cambridge Analytica's data and expertise. Both The Economist and the Financial Times were reportedly also clients of the data analysis firm, which has been accused of meddling in the Brexit vote in the UK as well as the 2016 US election. A Financial Times source told BuzzFeed UK that the paper only did some market-size research with Cambridge Analytica. It wasn't clear whether any illicit Facebook data was part of the deal. Other notable stories. The New York Times released its diversity report on Wednesday and said that while it has made some progress in employing more women in its newsroom and business operations, with female leadership on both the news side and the business side climbing to 46%, it hasn't been as successful when it comes to people of color. While the number of staff who fall into that category has grown, the percentage of those in leadership roles actually dropped last year compared to 2016. Most newspaper companies are doing their best to get out of the print business, but in Toronto there's a brand new paper that is only available in print. It's called The West End Phoenix, and it's a neighborhood paper published by veteran rock musician Dave Bettini, who lives in the city's West End. Bettini says he wanted to create something that would tell stories about the neighborhood and its residents. Bloomberg spins a fascinating tale about Robert Mercer, who in addition to being a billionaire Trump supporter, who has also helped finance both Breitbart News and Cambridge Analytica, happens to be a volunteer police officer.